Hey everybody, this is Mark from Dice Monkey again. And I have the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. We're going to take a look through it. So, this one is built very similar to the player's handbook. It has the glossy cover. It also has, on the back, it has the matte on this side and glossy on the other. It's thinner than the player's handbook, naturally, as one would expect. The spines actually go together pretty nicely. You can see there. What I liked on the 4th edition books is that they had those sort of triangular shapes on all of them that actually went the same distance down. And unfortunately they don't here, but they do look really nice together. Looks like the font's the same size, so they'll all look good on the shelf. And also the ampersands at the bottom are in the same location. It's always weird to me when I see books that have things that should be in the same location, like one of them's like up here for some reason. It doesn't make any sense. So, one thing that I found interesting is that right on the back, it actually has Kobold Press's logo, which I thought was pretty cool. And it emphasizes the Hoard of the Dragon Queen, both on there and then up here as well. There's this whole top piece. I'm assuming that the second adventure will also have that same colored stripe. I don't know if further adventures will have different colored stripes or what, but to help link them all together, I thought that was pretty cool. One thing I found interesting once you flip it open is that the material is actually a different type of paper than the player's handbook is. The player's handbook's a glossy paper. This is more of a matte paper. I'm not sure what the reason is. I honestly don't know if they used a different printer or what they did exactly, but it's a different type of material, which this more matte style is actually it's actually really nice. It feels really good on your hands when you're flipping through. The maps in here I haven't seen any maps like this before. It's really, really nice, sort of, it's dull, but not in a bad way. It just looks very old, which I thought looked really nice. So their maps are really nice, and it looks like they're all by the same artist throughout. They all look the same. The adventure is pretty straightforward from what I've been able to see so far. There is like wandering monster tables and things like that, which is great because in 5th edition you can actually get through fights really fast, whereas in 4th edition I never wanted to do any random encounters because there just simply wasn't time in the day to stop for an hour and pause for a random encounter that didn't have any purpose. Whereas with 5th edition you actually have time to do so. There's lots of different things you can do in the different cities. There's a 4-level castle and dungeon that's in the adventure. Looks pretty cool, and then there's lots of really great art throughout. Usually full size images of people. The art on it is really, really high quality, right up to par with the player's handbook. It's a really cool castle right at the end of the whole thing. And actually, I haven't gotten to this point reading the adventure yet, but it looks like it's actually flying. It's called Skyreach Castle. You can see the images there. It looks like it's floating there. So, it's a really great adventure. Once you flip to the back section, at first I was thrown because, like I mentioned, there's all kinds of different monsters, but most of the monsters that are actually in here are all named characters. So you actually have to look and realize that, like, Farblex Splattergoo is a bullywug. So when you're flipping through and you're like, oh, there's a bullywug in here, it actually has a specific name to look it up. So there's also a small appendix of magical items, including a dragon mask and a wand of winter, which is pretty cool. There's really great art. And then, of course, they've got this What Happens Next section that talks about the new adventure that'll be coming after this, and in the Rise of Tiamat. And then there's actually a little advertisement for Kobold Press in the back, which I thought was pretty cool. They let him have that in there. I don't know if like Kobold Press themselves were actually the ones who went and got this, like set up the printing and everything, or if Wizards of the Coast did. Maybe that would explain why there's different material paper or something like that. I really don't know. The adventure looks really, really cool. I'm half tempted especially since I got a hold of this, to actually hold off on my City of Sigil campaign and maybe run this first. There is actually a adventure or a background section here that you can actually tie your characters directly into the adventure. So I don't know. It's a possibility. I might have to actually try this adventure out before diving into the City of Sigil campaign. So it's a great book. I think you should definitely pick it up, especially if you're interested in trying out some of the pre-made adventures. There's some good magical items in here and some good NPCs, which will be good until we get the monster manual out there. I'm really impressed with what Wolfgang Bauer and Steve Winter did. It looks like a really fantastic adventure, and I'm excited to give it a try. That's it. Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Buy it.